Good day, everyone. Our lesson for today is all about solving quartile for group data. But before that, don't forget to subscribe and share this video to your classmates and friends and hit the notification bell for more updates. Also, you can find different subjects in this YouTube channel. Just select the playlist section. And finally, please do not skip the ads in this video. Thanks, and now let's proceed to our topic for today, which is all about solving quartile for the group data. So, we have this what we call the measure of position. Pag sabing measure of position, it has three components. We have the quartile, the decile, and the percentile. But in this portion, we will talk about the quartile with for the group data with a formula. QK is equal to lower boundary plus quantity K divided by 4 times N minus cumulative frequency. Actually, this is less than cumulative frequency over the frequency mode times the class interval. Okay? So, ito yung formula na gagamitin natin to solve a quartile for the group data. Example. So let's have this one. Find the Q sub 3 or the quartile 3, the third quartile of the given data below. So we have this one. The intervals are 61 to 65, 56 to 60, 51 to 55, 46 to 50, and 41 to 45. The frequency are the following. So we have 4, 11, 10, 12, and 3. So first thing to do is, first we need to determine the following. Number one, I is equal to class interval, meaning to say it is the number of intervals per row. And then N is equal to the total number of frequency. F is the frequency. X is equal to the class mark or the middle number between intervals. F of X is the frequency times class mark. Lower boundary for LB. Less than CF means less than cumulative frequency. E sigma x is equal to total of class mark. Summation of f of x is the product of frequency and the class mark. So these things are the things that we need. Actually, not all of these things, but we need to be familiar with this because it is very important in the measure of position, measure of central tendency, and measure of variability. Now, let's have this example. So, a while ago, I gave an example na ito, di ba? So, ang technique muna is kailangan nating i-arrange ang ating mga interval into a vertical form. So, from highest to lowest range. So the highest is 61 to 65 and the lowest is 41 to 45. So first thing to do is to determine the class mark. How to determine the class mark? The class mark of these intervals is equal to 5. So paano nakuha yung 5? So let's count here. 61 to 65. So we have 61, 62, 63, 64, and 65. Lima. O dun sa 41 to 45, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. So yung interval ng lahat ng yan, kung bibilangin mo, is equal to 5. For the frequency, we need to get the total of 4, 11, 10, 12, and 3. And the answer is 40. So, n is equal to 40. So, we need to fill first these things no, na nasa ibaba before we proceed to the third column. For the third column, we need to determine the LB or the lower boundary. For the lower boundary, usually ang ginagawa lamang is we will look for the lowest score per interval. So, halimbawa, 61. And then, ima-minus lang natin si 0.5. So, 61 minus 0.5 is 60.5. 56 minus 0.5 is 55.5. 51 minus 0.5 is 50.5. 46 minus 0.5 is 45.5. And 41 minus 0.5 is 40.5. Next thing to do is to get the cumulative frequency. So, paano naman kunin si cumulative frequency? We will start with the lowest interval. The lowest, kasi less than cumulative frequency yan, no? So, we will start with the lowest interval. The lowest interval is 41 to 45. So, we will start with the frequency, kaya nga cumulative frequency. Frequency, ito yan, no? 3 3 muna. So, 3 yung lalagay natin. Then, 3 plus 12 is 15. 15 plus 10 is 25. 25 plus 11 is 36. And 36 plus 4 is 40. To determine if you are correct with your cumulative frequency, look for the last number na sum or na add mo, and then tignan mo kung kapareho niya ng n mo. Pag pareho, tama yung answer mo. Okay? So, we're done with the table. After determining the table, we will use this formula. The QK equals lower boundary plus quantity K over 4 and minus CF over FM times I. Our K is 3. Paano naging 3? Di ba ang given natin kanina ay Q3, kung natatandaan ninyo. So, K is equal to 3. That is the third placement, no? So, una, ang K over 4N ang isosolve natin. So, we have this one. Saan ko nakuha si 40? N is equal to 40 kung natatandaan yung N natin, di ba? Ang N natin is 40. Ang K is 3 because of the Q3 na pinapahanap kanina sa ating problem. So, first, imumultiply ko si 40 kay 3 and that is 120 divided by 4 and that's 30. Okay, so nakuha na natin si etong portion na to. So ngayon, babalik tayo doon sa table. Kasi, ang 30 ang magiging basis natin sa ating cumulative frequency. No? So ngayon, balik tayo dito. Ayan. Nakuha natin kanina ay 30. So hanapin natin ngayon yung number na 30 sa ating cumulative frequency. Meron bang 30 dyan? Wala. So, ang gagawin natin is maghahanap tayo ng mas mataas sa 30. Pero hindi pwedeng bumaba sa 30. Hindi pwede ang 25 kasi mas mababa sa 30. So, therefore, 36 ang ating kukunin. Ang gagawin ko, i-encircle ko lahat ng nasa row na yan. No? And then, this will be greater than or equal to 30. Kaya ito yung 36 ang kinuha natin. And then, yung nasa baba, ito yung less than cumulative frequency. Yung nasa formula natin kanina. Yung less than CF. Kung natatandaan nyo, yung sinabi ko kanina, dun sa first slide natin. Okay? And this is 25. Tapos, titignan na natin ang ating formula. So, ang Q3 natin is equal to lower boundary. Ano ang lower boundary ng 36? 55.5. Itong K over 4 times N, nakuha na natin kanina. Ang answer natin dyan ay 30. Minus CF, which is 25. Ito yan, 25. Divided by the frequency is equal to 11. So, 11 yung ilalagay natin dito. And the I is equal to 5. So, ito na yung kanina natin, ito yung formula natin, ito yung mga given kanina na sinabi ko. So, ilalagay lang natin sila sa formula. Then after that, gagawin natin 30 minus 25 is 5. 5 divide 11 times 5, then click equals, plus 55.5, then click equals. Okay? So, ulitin ko. On your calculator, 30 minus 25, click equals, divided by 11, click equals, times 5, click equals, plus 55.5, click equals, and your answer will be 57.77. So, there's something wrong with our answer, no? It should be 57.77. So, this is wrong. This should be 77. Okay, so let me correct it first. So 57.77 will be our answer for the third quartile or Q3, doon sa ating problem. Okay, for your final answer, you can round off your final answer into nearest hundreds or 2 decimal places. So that's all about for solving quartile for group data. I hope you learned something from this lesson. So with that, thank you very much for your listening.